Hi guys, this is Practiphile, and today we're gonna take a look at the ARTTI T10 Pro. Thank you so much ARTTI for sending this over. This is gonna be my first IM from them. I've never heard other IMs from them. A lot of people like them because of their price and like price to performance of the IM. So yeah, I think these are priced around $80, so it falls in my 61 to 120 price category. Build wise, it's pretty solid. It's actually really small. The shells are really small for a planar. Kind of like reminded me of nice HCK IMs. I mean, I've never seen one, I've never had one, but it looks like it, you know, like circular, maybe tin hi-fi stuff. Cable is fine. It has 4.4 interchangeable connectors, which is, you know, good. It's always good because sometimes planars are hard to drive, and I think it's true to the case in the T10 Pro. They're a little bit hard to drive, so that 4.4 balanced out will help if you have a balanced source. So moving on to the objectives of the sound. The graph looks like that one. As you can see, it's pretty bassy. Like my balance target, it has like 3 dB more bass actually. The bass cuts around 400 or 500, which is, you know, I would have liked it to have a maybe around 300, but yeah, this is a bass dominant planar. The gain is really surprising for a planar too. I mean, I've never seen this gain from a planar. It looks like a DD. Like it even looks like the Juice Air butterfly there. See that? It's amazing. Does it sound smooth? Yes, it does sound smooth here in the mids, extending to the treble. Mids are surprisingly forward. They have okay-ish clarity, nice vocals from males. Females are fine as well. They're not over energetic. They have enough sparkle because again, we're talking about planars. I didn't hear any shout from the upper mids either because again, you can see that in the graph. It's just really like a bass, smooth, bassy set. You have an elevation there around past 10K, but I didn't hear it peaking, probably because of the amount of bass it has. You know, it's probably masking it. There's that planar zing in there, but it's really gone are the days where you have to really worry about, you know, planar zinginess or something. I mean, you know it's a planar because the bass graphs like this, but it decays pretty quick. So that's the advantage of having a planar driver. So yeah, those are my objective findings of the T10 Pro. Moving on to this objective. My scoring. For tonality, it was strange because when I first listened to it, I felt like the bass wasn't really that a lot because again, it's a planar. I did feel like the treble was a little bit forward, not really forward, but I could hear that planar zing in there. And after that, after like a few days of listening to it, the tonality on the graph, it's just slowly revealing it to me. Like this is a warm, smooth set. No, it's not warm, it's bassy. It's bassy, smooth set. Maybe like an L-shaped kind of, not really full V-shaped because the mids are, you know, they're not really that recessed. But yeah, the tonality is fine, although the bass is just really a little bit too much for me at times. For tonality, I think I'm giving it maybe just a 2. I actually scored it 2.5, but now thinking of it and listening to it a while ago, I mean, it's not something bad. 2 is like average. It's not something that I like and it's not something that I dislike. Moving on to the mid. I think the mids are fine because again, even when you increase the bass on a planar, it doesn't really make the mids muddy or something because the bass decays pretty quick. So mids are fine. The instruments sound really correct for me. The guitars are good. Snares, drums, vocals also, they sound pretty nice. For the mids, I think I'm giving it 2.5 for that. Right, so moving on to the bass. Again, it's a little bit too much for me. But again, since it's a planar, it's, you know, it's impactful and it decays pretty quick. Do I like it? Yeah, and on certain tracks, it's really, really engaging, like metal tracks, but it's not really my preferred signature. I do find it really engaging at times. It's probably better than other planars out there. So for the bass, I think I'm giving it 2.5 for the bass. Treble is also really smooth on here. Like you can see there, it's a little bit under my target, but it has a little bit of boost in like the past 10K, which makes some treble sparkle. These are one of the most natural sounding planars out there in terms of treble. One being the SO8, the Let's Sure S12 2024s, and probably this one here. I mean, I've never heard some Kamikazee stuff recently. I've never heard any other planars, but this one here, it's one of the most natural sounding treble implementation out there. But it's just that probably because of the elevated bass, I would have liked the treble to be a little bit forward just for that added clarity. If you compare the T10 Pro with other planars, like let's say the S12 2024s, it's gonna be outclassed like the clarity of instruments and vocals. So for the treble on this, I'm just giving it 2.5. I mean, it's something that I like, and because again, it extends well, it's really smooth. Moving on to the text on here is well done, but I think the bass is really kind of like limiting the capability of the driver in a way, because if they made the tuck maybe, or if they made the bass maybe around the 300 hertz, this could sound a little bit more open, but maybe it's their tuning choice and it's targeted to certain individuals who like a bassy warm sound. The stage is not really that big. It's more of like intimate because of that bass presence, but still it's a planar. It resolves things pretty well. It's a planar. It's 2.5. What's a total? I think you have a 12. I think 12 is A minus. Yeah, A minus. It's not bad. Generally better than other sets. Very good for the price, but the tonality might not match your preferences. So what tonality is that? This one here. If you like neutral sound, if you like open mids, then probably the T10 Pro is not for you. But if you like bass and you like, you know, like the resolution of a planar, then probably the T10 Pro is for you. So let's do some quick comparisons to planars or sets under this category here. So it's between 60 to 120. What I have here is, well, the Let's Sure S12 Pro, of course, because I think you can get S12 Pro for like $100 there. As you can see there, the S12 Pro is just gonna be more treble forward. So if you like more bassy and trebly, like V-shaped, traditional V-shape, then probably go for the S12 Pro. If you're sensitive to treble and you like bass, then maybe the T10 Pro is the one to get. Another one here is the Let's Sure SO8 there. The SO8 has a lesser bass. SO8 has one of the most, it's one of the planars that really, it sounds like a DD, really. But it has the resolution of a planar. It's just that the cut in upper treble is too abrupt. Like after 10K, it's done. Like there's just really no air in there. But again, it's natural sounding. I think the SO8 is more natural sounding, although I said the T10 Pro it doesn't sound like a planar, but I think the Let's Sure SO8 sounds more natural. Much more natural than the T10 Pro. Yeah, I think that's the difference. If you want a lesser bass, then probably go for the SO8. If you want bass smooth, then the T10 Pro. Yeah, what other bassy sets do I have? Oh, Simgot EW300. Right, okay. This is not a planar, but I know it's different, but maybe some people don't like planars, or I don't know, like maybe it doesn't fit them, but the Simgot EW300 would sound more engaging. It has more clarity because it has a microplanar. The bass is gonna linger more for the EW300. It's gonna be probably more fun for like slower rock or like slower bass. But yeah, if you want more clarity, probably go for the Simgot EW300. If you want a quicker decay on the bass and a smoother treble, then probably the T10 Pro. So yeah, I think that's it. If you want me to compare it to other sets, comment down below. If you feel like I'm helping you, or if you like the information you're getting from me, consider liking or subscribing to my channel. And yeah, it's a good release from ARTTI, I think. It's competitive in its price range, definitely. ARTTI T10 Pro, basic planar, smooth treble, good mids. See you next time.